Hey guys, Movie Fan 23 here. Welcome to my movie review on one of my favourite teen drama mental health related movies, The Perks of Being a Wallflower. One second, I'm gonna open this Coke. I'm fucking thirsty. So, basically, Perks of Being a Wallflower was directed by. Dude, I think I'm gonna need glasses. Holy shit, I actually cannot fucking read that. Um, Directed by Stephen Chobosky, whatever the fuck his name is, Chobosky or whatever, right? Basically, based off a book, and the plot is you got this guy by the name of Charlie who loves writing stuff, writes to himself like dear old friend and all this stuff. And he's been dealing with a lot throughout his life. His aunt passed away in a car accident and he feels like he's responsible for it. He's dealing with depression and anxiety a bit as well. Um, he's been doing well in life lately. He hasn't been doing as bad. Um, he's fucking in fucking high school or whatever, or starting high school, yeah. And like most people, not really liking it. Um, you know, his sister has a boyfriend who's an absolute fucking dick and actually hits her and is a bit of a simp and writes all these fucking cringy love songs for her. He ends up, you know, meeting a character played by Ezra Miller who, Patrick, yeah, Patrick's his name, and his sister, or stepsister, played by Emma Watson. Oh my god, Emma Watson. Um, and he is madly in love with Emma Watson's character, but she's with some dickhead, and pretty much like he also has a teacher played by Paul Rudd who writes poetry in English, and he gets along really well with. Um, and he also had a friend who unfortunately died by suicide, I believe, and basically it shows his life in high school, his relationship with this girl, teen drama and problems that happen, his mental health going to shit. I think he's also dealing with some trauma and possibly PTSD. You also get a glimpse of what other characters' lives are like the guy being a dick to Emma Watson. You get to see Charlie in another relationship with a girl that he's not really too fond of, and you also have Patrick in a gay relationship with someone, and he actually is a closeted homosexual, and the other guy is ashamed of being gay, and it shows the friendship that they have with each other, the three of them, how they stick together, the ups, the downs. They go to baseball games together. They go to parties together and eat weed brownies. They play the typical truth or dare games. Charlie almost has sex with a girl at one point, and we do see his mental health slowly fall apart. And we get to see his brother comes home. He's like, "How are you doing, Charlie?" He's like, "I'm okay." And we actually do learn about. Now I don't know. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe I'm not sure if I misread this, but we do learn near the end of the film that he was actually abused by his aunt that passed away. I don't know that being sexual or physical or both, and he does end up in a mental hospital. But things he does end up with Emma Watson. Things end up fine, and Joan Cusack's in a role. Yeah, that's the plot in a nutshell. What do I think of this movie? I love it. I fucking love this movie. I love the balance between drama, comedy, and and like a high school movie, and how serious and realistic this movie was. Look, I want to make it obvious. I suffer with depression and anxiety, and I thought that this captured the depression very well. I think you feel for Charlie. He's very introverted at the beginning. There's that amazing scene where they're at the prom, they're dancing, and like what's it? Emma Watson's character goes up and's like, "Hey, why aren't you dancing?" and all that and all that, and they're like, "Yeah, come on." He's like, "I just don't want to." And then they play "Come On Eileen," which is fucking great. Like, oh my god, they're playing good music. And then like everyone's like, "Oh my god, they're playing good music," and they're dancing to "Come On Eileen," da, 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 da. And it's just a funny, fun scene. Like, "Come on, Eileen, Salua," yeah, and they're swinging in the circle. And I really like the friendship and bond that the three of them have. I like when they first meet and they're sitting in like a restaurant. You get a nice funny scene where they're like, "So how long have you two been boyfriend and girlfriend?" Boyfriend and girlfriend. We're brother and sister. You know, I found that funny. Um, I like how it is mainly focused on Charlie and how he's in love with this girl, and like guys, I've been there before where I've liked someone, a girl, and they're the nicest girl ever and they're with the biggest dick, and you're like, why are you even with that person? I've been there before many times, you know. But he has a scenario where he's up in the bedroom with her, and she's like, "I love you, Charlie." He's like, "I love you too. I'll be your first kiss, or I'll be your first." And he kisses her. He kisses her later on. I really enjoyed the relationship that he had with Emma Watson. There's a really heartbreaking scene, um, where they're playing like a truth or dare, and like it's like what I done next was awful, and Charlie, Ezra Miller and the girl, like, it's like, okay, kiss the prettiest girl in the room, and he just turns around and kisses Emma Watson, and then his girlfriend's like, what the fuck, and then she walks out, he's like, I'm sorry, oh my god, I was like, what the fuck was that, Charlie, or, no, no, she drops an F-bomb or whatever, um, and like, I'm sorry, and then Ezra's like, look, dude, please, you gotta leave it, and stuff, and you just see, the stupid mistakes that teens make. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I would have done something stupid like that. If I like, not if I was dating someone, I'm not like that, but if I liked someone, you know, like I would have done that in my early teens probably, but yeah, um, we do like. I like the part where she apologizes and all that stuff, and there's this amazing fucking sequence as well where Charlie actually. I think another thing is he blacks out a lot. That's another thing he suffers with. Yeah, there's this really heartbreaking scene where they find out that Ezra Miller's character is, like where the dad finds out he's gay, and there's the guy from, he's an actor that was in Scott Pilgrim versus the World, and he was actually in the original short film for Whiplash. Um, he's like, "Get away from me, you fucking," and I'm just quoting it here. I'm quoting it. "Get away from him, you fucking faggot," and stuff like that. Um, Sorry for using that word. I know I used it in a couple of my old videos, and I apologise for that. I never meant it in that context, so I just want to point that out. Dress the elephant in the room. So he's like, "No, stop it," and then he punches him and stuff, and then there's this really dramatic fucking scene that's done really well and effectively, and it cuts this amazing cut, and then Charlie's just there with a bruise on his hand, and like she's like, "Charlie, thanks for sticking up for my brother," and like Charlie is a very likable character, he's a very sweet, lovable character. You want him to get with Emma Watson, which he does. I love the opening of the movie where like Emma Watson is like on the fucking truck and driving, and like there's the great shots like dear future friend, and dear friend, that keeps going to that. I also like the way his house looks. It's a nice house. I love the end, like when he kisses her, and then they listen to the song in the car, David Bowie song, "We Can Be Heroes," and it plays at the end of the movie. And I love the way that tunnel scene is shot. It's very beautiful, very nice wide shots. There's great use of narration in this movie as well. I think it's actually done very well. Um, there is the scene where Ezra Miller's character is like, Patrick is upset about something, and then he tries to kiss Logan Lerman's character, yeah, Logan Lerman, who played Peter Jackson, and he's like, "Oh, sorry, I'm not into you like that. I'm sorry," and you do feel bad for Charlie, and there's an amazing scene that I absolutely love, and it is realistic. And I've been in this situation many times before. There's a scene where he's like having a breakdown. He's like crying, and he's like, and he's hitting his head. He's like, oh God, and he keeps having flashbacks. He's like, is it my fault that she's dead? And he's ringing his sister. He's like, no, Charlie, where are you? I'm coming home. Is it my fault that she's dead? Is that my fault? And he's basically having a fucking panic attack. And guys, that is the most realistic depiction of a panic attack. I have had so many. Since I've left YouTube, I was having panic attacks like crazy from 2018 to 2020. And they're fucking scary. They are fucking scary. And we get glimpses of flashbacks of his aunt, come on Charlie, let's make snow angels, and then he falls on the snow, and throughout the movie you get loads of those scenes, and she gets into a crash, and then he kind of touches her leg, and like when Watson touches his leg, he fucking has a flashback to his aunt doing it. There's a nice touching scene with Charlie and his brother where he's like, how are you, Charlie? Is it getting bad again? I think he's talking more about his blackouts. And they said, sorry, we didn't know she abused you. Like, that scene at the end, like, was with the mother in the mental hospital was sad. Joan Cusack has a quick role in this movie as well, where it's like, we're gonna have to help Charlie keep here though. I just don't want to talk about it. And you feel bad for him because you feel the fear that he has not wanting to open up. And Joan Cusack was really great as that nurse in that one scene. Paul Rudd's in the movie. There's a lot of great scenes with him talking in English. So English poetry, it is great. And he talks like, what did you do for the summer and all that stuff. And there's all those great scenes. And he hugs Paul Rudd's character at the end. And there's that amazing line that I can't fucking review this movie without talking about. Why do people date the wrong people? And then Paul Rudd goes, we accept the love we think we deserve, which is definitely true. I've been there. There's also the parts where they go to prom and she's with that guy that's a dick. I love the scene where they go to the party and like Charlie takes some fucking weed brownies and like he's like, oh my God, this carpet's so fluffy, and it's just fucking funny. I like the humour in the movie. Ezra Miller brings a lot of good comedy, even though he's a fucking dick in real life for strangling that woman. Like, I know it was years ago, but like, what the fuck, dude? But I also just love. I thought he brought a lot of great energy to the role. I liked when he got into that other relationship with that girl and they almost have sex. Oh my God, my dad, your dad's here and all this. That was funny. And he's like, oh, she's really clingy. And she's like, I hate that bitch and all that. And she seems aggressive and stuff. Tom Savini's in the movie as well, which is like, it's the most fucking, it was crazy, right? They're in a shop class and like Patrick likes to annoy him. He's like, okay, can you settle down? It's like, I made this clock for you and stuff like that. That was a really good Ezra Miller impression. It's like, yeah, and he likes to just annoy him throughout the movie, so I thought that was great. The bit at the baseball game were great. And like, it's just like, what else can I say? It's brilliantly acted. The dramatic scenes and music is done well. The love story's great. Comedy in it's pretty great as well. Great cast. Realistic depiction of mental health. This is coming from someone who suffers with mental health problems. I did watch this in 2019 and 2021. I will say, I do feel like I didn't have depression when I watched it the first time. I did have anxiety though. I had depression the second time I watched it, so it resonated with me more. I think if that's everything. But like, there is the part where they're giving each other Christmas presents, and there you go, Charlie, thank you. And then the Halloween presents, like, yeah, or not Halloween presents, Halloween, and it's one of those movies that kind of takes place over different times. So like Halloween and there's New Year's and all that. So yeah, I love this movie. Honestly, I fucking love this movie. We do get to see this guy, Ezra Miller's character, like when he makes out with that guy's like, can you not tell anyone that I'm gay and all this stuff. And him with the relationship, and you feel bad for him, and like it also just deals with a lot of real life struggles. Like this happens to people. I know a few people that are gay and do get that shit. I'm not gonna name any of them, out of respect, you know. So yeah, but like they do get that bullshit, you know, the where their parents won't accept them. The father tried to beat tried to beat his boyfriend in this movie up. So yeah, guys, honestly, love this movie. I honestly will give it a 10 out of 10. I have no issues with this. I think it's brilliant. Love this Blu-ray as well. Nice special features on it. Great quality. Great characters. They really make you hate the dicks. I like how like it shows from the beginning of high school to the end. Like it's my first day of high school. I have like 368 days left, or here's my last day, or whatever. It's like 5,000. I don't know. But anyway, love this movie. Front, spine, back. Open the inside. Yeah. So yeah, that was my movie review of The Perks of Being a Wallflower. We are infinite, and we can be heroes just for one day.